as it should be. Right. Has Cope started, or is that a test? No, they've started.
Oh, we're going.
Wow. Welcome to another race. I'd say welcome to the stream, but you're probably all here for the last one.
Welcome to this episode of Some People Do a Thing very quickly.
It'll give you the get up and go you need to do all the pathetic stuff you have to do. Try new improved Buzz Cola.
Cola. Must get Buzz
Right.
Cola.
So that's the nice unskippable cutscene at the start of the game. Every runner has seen that about 18 times. No, more than that. About 18,000 times. There we go.
Piece of cake.
And then we've just got some
Found my lost nachos.
practice driving missions, which when I made my wife play this game, she couldn't get past.
Let's see you do better. Oh, I forgot my mission.
I have to go to the bathroom real.
Hey, Apu.
Congratulations, Homer. Mission complete. Go back home and talk. Homer.
It's crashing time. Let's do this thing.
So there's not much to talk about in this first bit, but you're going to see both of them going out of their way a little bit to get coins. You need quite a lot of coins through the run to buy costumes and cars, otherwise it won't let you play the game, because this game is pay to win.
Coming through.
Apart from that, no real interesting routes, just drive to the school.
Under control.
Are we getting Lisa races? And there's really not much in it yet.
Burn number one. Leave me alone. Calibrating.
Give it 2 missions, and then the first difficult bit comes in.
Yeah, the first real run killer if you're just doing normal attempts.
Yeah. Yeah, anyone streaming this game to try and PB or something will reset on that mission more times than they'll finish it.
Look out!
Sweet. I love
But,
this.
yeah, for the moment, just got to drive around, pick up Flanders' stuff, go and talk to Barney. Not a lot.
What's next? Flanders cooler. I gave it to Barney.
Go pick up Barney's toilet. I mean, wait.
Both not had too bad luck with traffic either. This early in the game, you can rely on it being in the same place, but sometimes you take about a second slower and then everything's out of place and get rammed out the side by a school bus.
Okay, last one. Now where did I leave Rod, Stupid, and Haley? Duh, on top of the dump truck. Oh, I think I broke something. Oh, yeah.
Neck and neck on my stream now.
Before the cops find me sitting around talking to myself.
You almost hit a person.
Oh, out of control.
So both going to be going for this free B. Both getting it, nice. So you can hit Bs with your car. It's much quicker than getting out and kicking them. But because of some weird quirk of how the game's programmed, you can only get 2 Bs with your car in one level. And then they just stop working. You can still get out and kick them, but you can't hit them with your car. So,
And it works with kind of any hitbox type thing, so you can't. So it's the same with, let's say, kind of double jump stomping works in the same a breadth as driving into them.
Yeah,
Right?
I think so. You can get around that by warping to the main menu and coming back in the game. Oh, Zoton's had some bad luck with Lenny. Oh, they've both had some bad luck. Zoton's having really bad luck. There we go. So we try and push Lenny across the road because we've got to talk to him and Barney. Sometimes it works. Sometimes Lenny just rolls under your car. And sometimes he rolls on the floor and doesn't get up for 15 minutes. So,
and sometimes he jumps out of the way.
Well, that too, yeah. So Capes is using a traffic car, or whatever you want to call it. It's slightly faster, in that it's a bit tougher. Should destroy Smithers a bit quicker, but we'll see. They're both probably going to be going for the same strat of getting him stuck in the house. Zoton's missed. Oh, they've both missed it. Actually, Capes might not have been going for it. Yeah, I think Capes is going old school.
It did look like he went to hit Smithers way too late to go for the
Yeah, I think he was going there. So there's a polygon on this fence. Zoton got it. Car gets stuck. Does almost full damage straight away. So it's not a bad little backup. And actually, they both went for the same strat and did it more or less the same. That's supposed to make it exciting. It's quite disappointing, though.
Marge will clean this mess up later. You're so smart, how come I broke you? Not like anyone likes these.
So this is my least favourite mission in the game. Because I always fall off. Really nothing to it. You're just platforming and kicking stuff.
Marge will clean this mess up later.
But it's surprisingly easy to miss a cycle or do something weird that costs you a few seconds.
Especially if you try for the button jump.
Yeah.
We'll clean this mess up later.
I was just looking at Zoton talking in chat and being like, what are you doing? I'm behind, he's in a cutscene. So we have the second unskippable cutscene of the run, of 3. Not very long, quite quotable, not going to quote it.
In other news, local citizens are outraged over the discovery of surveillance
It's too early in the
cameras
run
throughout
to be a
We're
break,
going out of
it's
City
just
Hall,
annoying.
where Mayor Quimby is fielding
There's another
questions
cutscene
from
about
an angry
40
mob.
minutes or so into the run, and that's, you know, go and get a drink, chill out a bit.
Spying on our women's dressing rooms, bathrooms, and locker rooms is unforgivable. I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
In other unexplained news, strange black vans have been appearing all over town.
Marge, that black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
It's crashing.
That audio is coming through so deep in my headphones, it's amazing. Yeah, this mission, there's a lot of these, just follow a car through town. You saw Zoton flicking his camera back and forth a little bit there. This game tries to save quite a lot of space with figuring out where traffic cars are. So by flicking your camera back, it forgets where they are and basically resets them. So you've got a good chance of despawning some cars as long as they're not really close to you. You'll see people flicking their camera back and forth quite a bit. Another thing with these follow missions is you've got to, well, the closer you stay to the back of the van, or whatever you're following, the quicker it'll go. And if you go ahead of it, it thinks you're lost and will slow right down. So both of them are going to try and still get coins, but stay right up to the back of it. And yeah, they're having different cars is really not making very much difference at this point. I think the main key is in Smithers, and that went quite well for both of them. So are they going to get these Bs here? Zoton gets one. Hey, both get one. Beautiful. So that'll be their second out of 2 freebies on the level. So they shouldn't be able to get any more unless the game has broken. I'd be quite happy with that if I were them.
Mr. Burns,
I'll do my best.
let's do this now.
I'm also going to keep calling them bees, even though they're wasps. There's nothing you can do about it.
I didn't do it.
This next mission's quite tricky. Well, I mean, it's easy,
Please don't sue us.
but quite tricky to get very fast.
Yeah. That's the thing with a lot of missions early in the game. They're very difficult to fail, but they're therefore very difficult to do quick.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a surprising amount of time difference between a good bone storm and a bad bone storm. And you can already see Zoton's having a lot worse luck than Capes.
You almost nicked me.
It's fairly consistent where the boxes will spawn based on whereabouts on the car you hit it, but it's still you're at the mercy a little bit of some RNG.
Oh, I wanted a peanut.
And Zoton really did not have nice drops. Whether or not that was his fault or not, I don't know, but
Take that.
they were rubbish. So he's lost quite a bit there.
Smashing. Oh my heavens. If only.
Capes can skip this camera pan in. Some of the missions take ages to zoom in to where you're sitting. You can skip this. Zoton doesn't.
Hey, Homer.
Zoton couldn't, I don't think.
Ah, no, you have to, I think, go to the vending machine to make it work. And Zoton already had the family sedan, so didn't.
Just a few more.
But yeah, not much in it after level 1. Pretty close. And I think more or less identical on coins.
So there are a couple of times, depending on which category you end up, which ones might come up. But there are a couple whereby even if you can skip the pan in, it doesn't actually help you.
Is that right?
Yeah, like at the start of level 2, you can pan, but Bart still has to walk in, so you don't actually save any
Oh, I
time.
forgot my Demon.
Oh yeah, that's true. So what's that about? Yeah, 10 seconds difference on the first level.
I gotta get the new.
But there's a lot of variability in Bart. It'll probably widen itself out. Both of them are going for the early B. It's set up in a way that if you just drive straight at it, you'll more than likely get it. So it's not uncommon to see people go straight for that. Capes got away from Skinner really early. That was nice. And something you'll see there as well, if you park quite close to Jimbo, or whoever you're finishing a mission with, your car's going to despawn. So Capes had to wait for his car to come back. Zoton parked a bit further away, but could go and jump straight in. So, little things like that.
No!
Energy depleting.
Zoton, why?
I was watching that. So it's there's I can't remember how many different traffic cars in this game, but there's a few different traffic cars in this level, and both the taxi and the sports car are faster than the honor roller, which is the default car. But the sports car is just a little bit nicer. Definitely looks better. and that's the main thing.
And Zoton walked straight past one.
Yeah, and Zoton went for the taxi, so either he knows something I don't, or it makes very little difference. Or he'll lose lots of time, but probably not.
Out of the way, wannabe.
Try and look at both of their coins now, because someone's saying Zoton's got quite a lot. Oh, yeah, it's got like 100 more. I know Zoton got one more wasp, but I'm not sure what else he did. Got the vending machine at Bone Storm.
I didn't do it. One doesn't. Eat asphalt,
Still
asphalt eaters.
very, very close. But yeah, the difference in speed between all the cars is fairly small. It does make a difference, but not masses.
Woo, nice.
And Zoton's actually pulled ahead, so here we are. Now this is a weird little escape. You've got to get away from Chief Wiggum, but his AI is pretty rubbish, so if you just drive on the other side of the road, he's going to drive in the wrong direction. Zoton's already away. It's really consistent, and nobody understands why, but yeah, both of them got that fine. Capes is going out his way to get a few extra coins. I don't know if he knows that Zoton's got more or not. Probably not, he just wants to get them. It's a very short mission. Can be failed. You don't have to crash very much to lose this race. Zoton might be giving us a demo. Sometimes the nerd car gets stuck. No, Zoton.
Oh, oh no!
Oh, he had that.
Fine by me.
There we are. Yeah, he could have possibly just about got round him, but he'd crashed a couple of times, and the nerd car doesn't really take any prisoners. Capes is in a sedan. Haven't seen that very much. And he misses the freebie, which he didn't do anything wrong, he just didn't get it. There we go. Zoton's finished his mission. Lost, you know, a chunk of time, but nothing he can't come back from later on. Hopefully.
I gotta play ball. No problemo.
Let's see if Zoton gets this B. It's normally quite consistent, and I couldn't tell.
Well, I think he did.
I don't think he did, no. So this mission, where Capes is now, sometimes the black van can decide to turn into a little corner in one of those train cars and sit there for about 20 seconds while he sorts himself out. Normally gives you a bit of warning by going one of two different ways. You see for Zoton he's gone around this way. If he goes the other way, he'll get stuck more often than not. But both of them should be fine. It's fairly rare.
And to be honest, I'm not even sure if it's an FPS thing or not, because I've never had it happen to me.
Oh, okay. I don't know that anyone knows, but that might be a lie. I see Capes has switched out to a taxi now, so Zoton just barely getting that box.
Hey, sprint. Full speed ahead.
Oh, I forgot. I missed that. Capes has a little reset walk there, so you can reset your car, intended for if you get stuck somewhere. And the game puts you to the nearest stretch of road. Sometimes the game's doesn't think you're on a road, and the nearest stretch of road is not quite where you'd expect it to be. So Zoton's going to do it here. Warps him, you know, just like a few feet to the right, but also up on the top stretch of highway. So
Well, we're seeing that a few more times in the game as well.
yeah, that one's pretty neat, but there's a few of them. And it makes the race... no. Not a race. So I'm going for this freebie. No. No, he's just going that way.
Now to find a satellite dish. Who has those at...
So neither of them are warping out to the main menu. You see some runners go out to the main menu and come back in. That essentially resets the counter of how many freebies you can get. But they're both happy with what they've got. Neither of them's at an advantage or not over the other, so it's fine. And there's so many possible freebies in this level. You could main menu warp every mission and still not get them all.
Oh, absolutely.
Some runs I warp about 3 or 4 times. So I really shouldn't.
And that's the thing, this is actually quite a recent addition. If you notice, they skipped in to the side and getting these ones that Capes is getting now at the end rather than the beginning, and that's a fairly recent development.
It can prove tricky as well if you get caught in this moving train car, but both of them have done pretty well on that. Zoton just a few seconds faster. And actually, he's not far behind. Considering his nerd race, Vox Nerduli, that's what it's called. He's really caught up. I was about to switch to Cape's audio, and now I might hold off. So this is a neat little escape as well. By going around the Krusty Burger, Apu should get stuck. Zoton's just cut it a bit too close, so he's going to lose the time again. And I will switch to Cape's audio, there we go. Oh, and Apu followed him through the fountain. That's pretty rare. Oh, he's not having good luck. So he doesn't want to get busted. And he does get away. Apu should get stuck. He's lost some time, but he hasn't lost the coins, so could have been a lot worse. This is another mission where you have to have a required car. So Bart's going to go and talk to his husband to buy the Plough King. No, Mr. Plough. I'm going to get fired for that.
Fine by me.
But unlike the Plough King in level 1, we actually are going to use it, because it's pretty neat.
Oh, this is too cool for school.
There's a lot of possible bees you can get on this mission, because you're just driving around this town square. We'll see if any of them get out to get some, or just drive by them. I don't think either of them should be too worried for coins.
I think neither of them should have any problems, but it depends on how much they intend on front-loading.
Yeah. Everyone has a slightly different coin route. And yeah, Capes is going to get one of these. Took him a little bit of time to get the to connect, and that gave Zoton a chance to catch up. So let's see if either of them can get this jump properly. It's a surprisingly tricky jump. He gets the monkey, doesn't get the box. There we go, Capes has landed it, so he can get an extra 32 coins, which catches him up on coins. So it really is neck and neck.
That'll pay for all the damages. I hope this car can take it.
If Zoton can just stop driving for a couple of seconds, then we've got the perfect race. I'll say that as he gets hit and run. So again, he's going to need to get away. If you get caught by the police, you lose 50 coins. Which is, you know, not enormous amounts, but it does add up. And does eat quite a bit of time.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
And he's got busted.
No.
He's mashing his camera controls.
Nice driving.
So that's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt him.
We're not talking minutes, but it's
Sweet. I don't remember this
it's
being
gonna
here
happen.
before.
Capes goes for the collector card as well.
Sugar.
Just gives him the moral victory.
Give it up.
Zoton taking a bit of extra time to just kick Dr. Nick.
Here's your last.
When you get busted, you just gotta let a bit of that rage out. This is a big mission in the run. You've got to destroy 4 of these cars. Capes has missed the first hit, so he's going to restart. You can get a lot of damage in this first hit. He did.
It's time for some road rage. Bart Simpson style.
But this can cause real problems, even for seasoned runners. It's,
I'm not gonna go
got
there.
a weird little boost off of that. If you get the perfect run, you're going to be set up, you know, ideally for the next car and the next car and the next car. Zoton just was a little bit behind, so couldn't quite get that first hit, which this car's quite tricky to catch up to. All of these cars are quite slippery, actually.
Please.
Capes again,
Oh, I shouldn't enjoy
not
this.
getting that first hit. Stuck on the traffic a little there. Oh, that was Ghost and Zoton.
Oh, this is too cool for school.
That puts him on car number 3. She's not in a bad position for.
I don't think Zoton was too quick with that car.
He had to slow down to get around that corner, and it.
Whoa!
You can see how much better Cape's hit was. That's what you really want. And Zoton's really fighting to get this car here, because the next one spawns right on this wreck. But that was a great last car from Zoton. I'll make up at least a little bit. Okay.
Laws of physics.
I think I can tell that Zoton's in chat.
I blame this computer navigation system.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Eat my
Let's
dust,
see if
dust
Capes. Wow. Well, that was quite a nice last car.
It's time for some road rage. Bart?
So this is one of the skippable cutscenes in the game.
Oh yeah, baby. Bring it on.
It's not supposed to be skippable, but if you pause on the right frame or the right couple of frames, you can warp to the next level straight away. Zoton didn't manage. It's also a frame rate dependent thing. It's, I think, the same number of frames. So if you're playing at 70 frames per second, you've got twice as long to get it as someone playing at 140. Let's see if Capes gets it. Lots of... Oh, and he misses it as well.
And another one. This one is by far the most difficult of the 3 item.
Yeah, I agree. So there are 3 cutscene skips, all at the ends of levels. But yeah, some of them just seem to behave a bit differently.
And I don't know if this was found before, if this was found out beforehand, but when you use an auto spinner with this game,
I need to find.
the
Hello.
the split happens when the cutscene starts, which is why we know that the cutscenes can be... Well, it's not why we know, but it's
It's an
kind of proof
indicator.
it's proof that the cutscenes can be skipped by opening the menu. But I don't know how we initially found that out.
Cutscene skips have been around, I think, forever, so... I don't know how they were discovered. I mean, they predate the auto-splitter by at least 2 years, so... Some clever person figured it out. Zoton's getting a fairly nice turn there. If you slam into the wall when you pick up that collectible, sometimes just bounce back out at 180 degrees. Zoton wasn't far off that. He'll happily make this cycle. The logger there at the Bolorama is possibly the worst thing in this game. You will get stuck on that almost every time you jump down those stairs. And there is nothing you can do. Apart from brake, but real runners unbind the brake key. So, fairly clean missions from both of them, both making the same cycle at Bolorama. Zoton's going to do the leisurely drive across town mission.
And now we have Millhouse debates us for 2 minutes.
It is, I mean, it's possibly my favourite story mission in the game. Not to play, but just, I like Millhouse. More missions need more Millhouse. Yeah, not a lot to say about this mission.
And this mission's great because at the end you can kick him into like just a deep ravine.
It is one of your opportunities to explicitly murder a child in a speedrun, which, you know, if you've ever played Star Fox and you get to shoot what's his name, Slippy, and shoot him down in a speedrun, and that's faster, or it used to be anyway. It's one of those. It's just satisfying. Another little reset warp in the boat there. Just puts you through the other side, saves you a good chunk of time actually driving through.
Because it's a lot longer than you think it is. The drive around the ship.
Zoton is going to get the coins at Krusty Lou. I wondered if he would.
Yeah, I was thinking that too when he said earlier on about only doing old strats.
So, Zoton's not been running all that recently, or all that much all that recently, so sometimes doesn't know the newer strats. But he should have time now to get to Millhouse. It's a bit tight.
I need speed! More speed!
You can fail on this, but he's got plenty of time. And will he kill... Oh, well, Millhouse killed himself.
Oh no!
If you drive too close to him, he dives out the way.
The number, that is.
And there we go, he kills him again. Rest in peace, Millhouse. Flights of squishies sing you to thy rest.
That, what happened just there to Zoton screams of a "you don't fire me, you can't fire me, I quit" type situation.
Right, so this mission has got a relatively tricky strat.
Relatively tricky. Okay, this mission sucks.
Okay, this mission is painful, and I usually reset it once or twice each run, if not more. We want to hit Cletus, make him drop 15 pieces of flatmate. He is surprisingly tough. You have to hit him quite hard to get him to drop a piece of meat. So the best way to do it, by far, is to get him stuck at the arcade. Zoton's tried twice, 3 times, and not managed. Capes, oh beautiful, straight in. Yeah, that's a perfect demo of what we want. And there we go, Zoton's got it now. It's so much faster by, exponentially than doing the mission properly. But if you don't get it, you do just reset and try again.
There we go, Zoton just wanted to make it close again.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
He's so nice to us.
Perhaps you should consult Professor.
Having done that, all they need to do is drive to the observatory.
To know everything.
Again, if you do the mission properly, you'll be, miles to the other side of the observatory.
I make this.
Or at least I will be. People who are good at the game might not be.
Oh yeah, I got my mojo working now.
And we go in here, we buy some clothes for the next mission. Not the next mission, the mission after.
Yeah, the mission after this one.
But I think by doing that, that lets us skip the camera warp. Or maybe you can skip it anyway. But that's another camera pan that you can not have to sit through.
I think that one happens anyway, but
I think it does, yeah. So Zoton's opting for this this wasp here. There we go. It's fairly inconsistent getting that one with your car. So I think nowadays most runners don't go for it. But Zoton gets it straight away, shows why you should.
Hello, Springfield.
And I've just worked out that Capes is doing the strat that I'm supposed to do and gets those coins with the school bus. I wondered what to do with it. So this is another fairly tricky mission in the run. It's when you see it done right, it looks very easy, and then you try it and it goes horribly wrong.
Yep. Just look at my race from the other day. For how to do this.
First car I did.
Yeah. Just look at how I do it for an expert showcase of how it shouldn't be done.
Capes took a little bit longer to get that first car, but the first one's not the worst one to miss. You've got a lot of opportunity to get in. This second car is a lot more frustrating, so we'll see how he does with that. Ideally, there we go. Hit him straight into the theatre. 2 hits, bam. And Zoton gets it perfectly as well. He doesn't, I lied. If you're unlucky, or you don't quite line it up, or both, that car can get out, and it does take quite a lot longer to get out. There we go. So Capes has got this car stuck in that small walkway. He's going to kill himself. He can go and get some boxes. Zoton will try and do the same. Yeah, he's still fine. Wow.
And if you notice, there was actually a reset warp there, in the same area that we jumped to in the in Comic Book Guy's car. The reason we don't use the reset warp in the first mission is that because of where the trigger is to end the race, if we did use it, we wouldn't finish the race. So the comic book we pick up after the race finishes wouldn't appear, and it's slower than just doing it normally.
That's showing them what for.
So this is another bit of nasty RNG in the run. Snake's gonna drop 3 items. He's not too difficult to follow, just pick up the items, easy peasy. Except that the last one, he might drop before a jump, he might drop it after the jump. And if he drops it after, it's what? 20 seconds? Something like that, wasted?
I think, yeah.
So we'll see if Capes has been unlucky here. So he's dropped it on the bit of the raised bridge, so he can jump back. It's not the worst in the world, but... And Zoton's had quite a lot better luck, so that'll give him, I don't know, 10 seconds on Capes.
Sorry.
Not a lot,
Is this the mission you can't get hit and run off?
Yes. Yeah, it's disabled in this mission. So you can drive into as much as you like. But also you don't get coins from hitting things. You do from boxes and things. You don't get coins from, trees or lampposts, so there's no real reason to go out of your way.
Also, I'd just like to point out that Wiggum just just asked if it was okay for him to remove his trousers in the presence of a 10-year-old.
Fish delivered to a happy home.
Yeah, but she's wearing cool clothes, so he must have thought like she was a bit older.
Have a good life.
Wait, I think Lisa's younger, right?
Living here.
Lisa's the youngest. She's 8, I think.
Yeah, which just makes it even worse.
Now you'll never be fried and served with tartar sauce. Next time, watch out for nets, dummy.
Okay. Not a lot to say about this mission. Nothing clever going on. Just don't get hit and run. Collect fish. Beep in time with the music. Also, Lisa's voice lines are exceptional. Still really close. There's a little bit of desync on the load times, but it's what, 20 seconds in it, I think? 20-30 seconds? It's not a lot.
Savor your freedom, my cold-blooded friends.
Completely clean mission from Capes. Nothing,
Tell me what he knows.
nothing extraordinary, nothing gone wrong. That's all you need really here. This can be a very big mission. He's going to destroy a limo. You can destroy him in like 3 hits, or you can destroy him in about 30 hits. And we'll see,
I need speed.
see what we're doing.
Oh, how much in that?
Yeah, I've never seen this. I'm not sure he meant to push him through there.
It looks like
I
he
don't
did.
think Yeah. Wow, okay. So Cape's getting a really big hit on him there. He probably hoped to get him stuck, finish him off. But actually, not bad. Zoton's... So as Capes did with the black sedan earlier, Zoton's got this limo stuck. He's going to drive backwards and forwards and destroy himself. He's free to go and collect some coins, get set up for the next bit. It's not as fast as getting a massive hit, but it's still pretty good. And you just awkwardly stand next to the sea captain for a bit. There we go. Nice bit of early platforming, jumping onto the boat. Nobody struggles with it except me.
And me.
Oh, okay.
The number that is. Ow.
In solidarity. And that was... Let's see, Zoton having a bit more trouble. He must have heard me and made up for it.
I'll do my best.
But both fairly clean leases, actually. Nothing... So Zoton had a bit of trouble on Bonfire, but apart from that, nothing too much to report.
Oh, I don't have any packets. Send the bill to Homer. My bad.
So this first mission can be interesting.
Nothing to say.
The first bit's just a race. No, it's not. It's following. You've got to follow Wigan to Lad Lad. That's the one. And he's... Oh! Just going for a jog on the roof. But the next part, you've got to hit a donut truck, get 10 donuts,
Sensible shoe to the metal.
and... Oh, he might have it.
Nice girls, finish fast.
So it's tricky when the car turns around like that. You're going to really struggle. Yeah, and he's going to get out. Let's see if Zoton has better luck. Not quite. The dream is to get him against that far hedge, lined up facing that way. And you can just ram into the back of him, he'll drop all of them, and you just run out and get them. It's very difficult. It's really tricky.
Nice girls, finish fast.
So Zoton's going for a classic backup. Park in the way, he'll keep driving into you. You don't have to hit him too hard, so that will work. He will keep dropping. That should be his... There we go, there's the other one.
There we go.
Cape's having a lot of trouble. This is quite a slippery car to catch up to.
It's very small and it's very difficult to actually hit properly.
You hit it and it just spins and then carries on. It never stops. That's really going to hurt Capes, being that far away.
The best part isn't even that he kicked him, it's that he went flying into the air.
Okay, that was phenomenal performance. He brought it back.
That was pretty good.
I did not expect that. But yeah. So that's gonna take me a minute. Zoton's comfortably ahead. Just got to follow Cletus, collect some.
Another follow mission. What a surprise! This mission won't have any more of those.
Oh, it's not flat meat. It's just stuff. Collect the stuff that Cletus drops and give it back to him. Some pretty deep plot going on here. There's quite a lot of opportunity to go out of your way and get some extra coins. It can be tricky. Sometimes you can get away, but most of the time you're fairly safe to do what Zoton's doing here. You'll see Capes has bought a costume. Zoton hasn't. You need that later on in the run. There's not a lot of difference between buying it after the first mission and buying it after this mission.
But the latest it can be bought is after this mission because it's needed for
the next mission will require it. Yeah. Okay. Zoton's had a pretty good mission with Cletus now. So yeah, he's going to have to drive to the Quickie Mart and pick up the inmate costume. Because you can't collect ketchup without looking like a prisoner. That's why I don't like ketchup. Capes. Okay, that was just a stream hang. Got stuck. Oh, he's close.
Oh no!
Got stuck on the whatever that is, turbine. Who cares? And Cletus got away. So this is what I mean. That Cletus, most of the time you're free to go out your way or bump into something, but he's not slow. You'd think he would be, but he does just plow on. So that's yeah, Capes has not had very good luck this level. We'll hopefully see him take this jump a bit more carefully. And actually a lot of runners, there we go, he's driving around rather than taking a jump. That's a lot safer.
Can't drive 55. Oh, I'm afeard of the consequences here.
Zoton debatably on the best mission of the level. Because you're not driving. Wait, what has Capes done?
Capes is just mad now.
What did he do? I wasn't looking and then he got run over. Oh no.
Cletus crashed in Stonecutters. Marge, he crashed into Cletus, got out, and tried to kick the truck. But then, obviously, then Cletus escaped and he failed.
I think there's a little bit of tilting going on in this, which is a shame.
A lot of salt.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that stuff heals fast.
I mean, he wasn't. This time can be made up in level 5, 6, 7, but.
It can be made up, just
get out of the car. So Zoton had a very clean... Oh no, the canyon arrow as well. 10-second endo. It's all going wrong. The canyon arrow is famous in this game for having atrocious physics. You will slide on the side of your car, you will like sit on 2 wheels for hours.
It will fall over all the time. It will just not want to do what it's supposed to all of the time.
The issue is this game really fights to stop cars landing on their roof, because that would be terrible. And the canyon arrow fights to land on its roof. And they just meet in the middle. Zoton on the shortest mission of the game, barring the tutorial, I guess.
This probably is even shorter than the tutorial.
It might be.
Easy. Easy.
Race Wiggum. Wiggum's not very good at driving. He won't beat you.
Look away, people. Nothing to say.
Capes is getting close to finishing this off. I will be really upset if he does anything bad now.
Grandpa, I'll do my best.
It should be fine. There's not a lot you can crash into at this point. Zoton onto Wolf Stole My Pills, which is a fairly infamous mission. For the main... Not undeserved. The main part of this mission Zoton's on is following this car around the town, pretty much does a whole loop, pick up what he drops. But he can forget to drop one of them, and then have to drive around the entire loop a second time, which adds more or less 2 minutes. Is that a wobbly car? It does look like a wobbly car. Okay. Yes, it is. That's not going to help. Wobbly car is a very technical name for some glitch where basically your steering goes on full lock. You turn hard left or you turn hard right, or you go straight. Which means you slip and slide and skid all over the place. I don't know what it's caused by. I don't know if anyone else does, but it can really mess you up. Oh, sorry, Cypher. That's you get it by beating up fleeters. Zoton's had 2 drops in a row. He shouldn't be too cycle. There we go.
There we go. I was worrying just for half a second there.
Yeah. So that's his black car got stuck a little bit, but nothing out of the ordinary, fairly clean. Cape's actually doing very well for wobbling all over the place. I haven't seen him crash much, if at all. But he doesn't make the tyre fire jump. That's quite frame rate dependent. The higher your frame rate, the more you get boosted off ramps and slides. Oh no! Capes!
Oh no!
Capes with the late mission hit and run. And you can get busted right up until the mission complete, and even slightly after.
Until the mission essentially
yeah, until they despawn the cars. Yeah.
Maybe these will jog your memory.
That's time for memes.
Yeah. This cutscene is unskippable. People have tried. It can't be done. The problem being it's not at the end of the mission. No, it's not at the end of... Hang on. I don't know what the problem is. You just can't skip it. Yeah. The mission ends after the cutscene.
Grandpa, what does this have to do with the crop circle?
Not a thing. Where was I? Right. Now, the first time I rode in a water car... Okay. It was so long ago that I'll have to describe it in sepia tone.
Kicking the garbage truck for good measure.
Well, as I recall,
Just
it was
kicks
sort
everything.
of a cosmic kind of thing. Shaped kind of like a planet with an old-fashioned radio antenna coming off it.
A planet with an antenna? That sounds awfully familiar. I think it was at the Quickie Mart. That's it. It was on a bottle of pop. Maybe that will jog Bart's memory.
Flying through there.
I'm sorry.
So let's hope Capes doesn't get too cycled,
Slow
because
and steady wins the race.
that will really put the nail in the coffin.
Bart, do you?
Zoton's going to get changed in his son's bedroom, as you do.
Do my best.
Climb in through the window, get dressed as a policewoman, climb back out. Happens to me all the time. Keep telling my mum to go away. But... Not a lot to say about this mission. It's one of the only ones you don't drive a car. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but it's really not designed for that.
More step aerobics classes.
There's quite a few boxes and wasps on the way he's going to get, but there's only so many ways you can run around in one circle. Right, Capes is coming up to the danger point. And it's quite a late 9th drop. Oh no. No, don't do it. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's fine. My heart was going out to him there.
This is going right next to Bart's baby.
There we go. He got through wolves. No issues. And Zoton getting the Mr. Plow jacket. You'll see a lot of references in this tournament to getting collector cards. You don't need to get collector cards, it's just a meme. But it's a thing.
Who knows who's selling cola? I have to go to the bathroom real quick.
Right.
Oh.
So Capes, just about getting to the cutscene. I thought he was going for another grandpa kick. Oh, he's running him over instead. That's fine.
I was
Still mortally wounded him. That's the main thing.
Not very good at this.
Zoton's mission: destroy 3 cola trucks. They are quite tough. If you're just hitting them, just slamming your car into them, you're not going to do all that much damage. It's really all about slamming them into walls, trees. Zoton having a bit of canyon arrow going on there.
But yeah, welcome to this game's physics.
Yeah. I'm surprised there hasn't been more canyon arrow this run.
Are you blind?
There are dream strats for each of these trucks, where you manage to maneuver him, you drive behind him, you sandwich him in between you and a wall.
You evil cola bottlers and distributors.
No homo. And you drop him in like 2 hits, something like that.
Doodlebugs.
But they're all quite tricky. So more often you're going to see at least one of them go a bit further on. So I'm going to get the box on the roof. Not with those physics, he's not. Another bit of canyon arrow on that slide. You can slow down, you can take it safer, but you're still got to have a bit of luck on that jump. Can he get car number? Oh, he's going for the. So you can get that car stuck on the left-hand side of that gateway, and he will, if you've lined it up, just keep driving into the wall and kill himself. It's great for 100%, where you need to climb up those stairs and get lots of pickups. It can be a bit slow in all story missions, because if you drive too far away, he's just going to stop working. So you need to sit quite close to make sure he kills himself.
Steady, Marjorie.
But if you can get a good hit on him and do that, then you're flying.
Cautiously, wildly accelerated. I just
And did Capes just get a... Oh, he got a triple kill, not a quad kill.
not very good at
That was quite a good hit from Zoton. Not a moment too soon. You want to have him killed before you leave the power plant, because then the next truck spawns here. And if you're behind this truck, you can get the quick kill. It's the most reliable of the three. And hopefully... I think he went in at a funny angle. In the dream, you'll slam him straight into that tree. He'll do almost all the damage in one hit. But I mean, Zoton didn't lose much time by not having it perfect. He spent a second or two getting another hit in.
It's true. One of the drivers aren't very good. You almost hit a person.
I suppose another interesting thing we can talk about is how the game programs interiors. When you go inside the Quickie Mart or the Simpsons house or whatever, you're not still in the same place in the map. You're miles away on the map. And it's just another room built in the distance. Zoton's going to use this here, hopefully, to get away from Chief Wiggum. They're supposed to drive away, lose him. We used to have quite a quick strat for driving around the house. Instead, park at the house, go inside. Bam, you've escaped. I still feel bad about that. When someone on my YouTube channel commented on my video saying, hey, you know you can escape things by going inside buildings. And I went, yeah, but it's not useful anyway. And then, like, half a year later, people realised that it's really useful there. So, shout outs to that guy.
They could see the future.
If I could be bothered, I'd find that comment and reply and be like, I'm so sorry, but that would take, 10 minutes of my life.
Something I find interesting about this this level in particular is that for every other level, there's a driving around type music. There's a song that plays when you're driving around, and Apu is the only one to not have one of those.
This is not good for my insurance.
These are what's playing now are Apu's kind of standing around, not doing anything, little jingles, and they play as his music whilst driving around, which is the only time this happens in the game, and it's really odd.
It's also the only level in the game where you spawn the other side of the map to the mission. For no particular reason. Normally you spawn right next to whoever you have to talk to. Here, the first part is just drive to start the mission. And you can't walk to the mission, you just, that's just where it is. Capes is having more luck.
If you try and walk... Oh no!
I can see a little bit of salt happening now.
Yeah, if you try and walk to this mission that Zoton's doing now, you walk back to where you started.
What happened to Capes there is, if an AI car really does get stuck, then then he will reset, and he will move back to the closest bit of road in the same way that you can reset your car. Because the cola truck got stuck on its side, and because he didn't have the space to turn around or to sort of flip himself back up, that's what he did. It sucks. It happens sometimes in level 3 as well when you're getting things stuck.
I was going to say that it happens to the third sedan you destroy and to the limo you destroy quite a lot.
Yeah, he just Spider-Man's on the wall and then goes, hey, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Capes having some trouble with this second car as well. Because of that, he the car got quite far away, he's tricky to kill. And there's a bust coming, he might get away. But now he's the wrong side of this third truck, which is gonna...
He's getting busted here.
He's getting busted, yeah. And he won't get the quick kill on this truck. This one in particular really hurts if you let him get past about here. It's a really open road, there's not a lot you can push him into. Yeah. Capes can't be happy. Is Zoton on PB pace? Don't know. I'm not going to open up another stream and look because I'm worried that my internet will just explode.
Yeah, I mean his timer hasn't been read, I don't think, at all during the run, so...
Yeah, that's true. Whereas Capes is being read throughout. I think that's by design. Like, I'm fairly sure it's read at the start.
I shall find out. In each scenario.
Suppose we can open up Zoton's stream. Oh, it's clever.
Damn it, his Zoton's not using splits.
Oh, is he not? Has he just got the timer?
Oh no, he has splits, but he's not comparing against anything.
Oh, I see. There we go. So Capes has got through that. His third car actually, it was okay. Considering he missed the trap, not too bad where he got it.
Thank you. Come again. Whoa, no.
And Capes is currently plus 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah, that was me yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I was fine going into the level 5, and then just the final 2 missions alone, I lost over 3 minutes.
I mean, I know that feel. Zoton's minus 1 minute apparently. That's yeah, that's nothing to be sniffed at. Right, very fun mission from Zoton now.
The power of horrendous AI is about to be shown.
Yes, the one car in the game where the AI just doesn't want to drive. He will drive in circles, he will drive into walls, he will pretend to drive in a circle and then dodge out the way so you can't hit him. Yeah.
Like this?
Yes, like this. It's, when you get this mission perfect, when he drives into a wall and you just hit him 10 times, it's so quick. When he does this, it's not. When he's worse than this, it's worse than this. It's good descriptions. It's really variable. Zoton jumping out and not letting us see the inside of Dr. Hibbert's face. Does he have no soul? That was, I mean, yeah, that was an okay baby fat. It was not.
Okay, yeah. Seriously considering just
buy the B sharps.
By buying B sharps.
It is a better costume. It's every now and again, especially when you're rusty and you come back to this game, you will buy the wrong costume and you will lose 400 or 500 coins and therefore about like 3-4 minutes trying to sort it out. Maybe not that much, but a lot. It happens to everyone at least once.
So I would just like to say this now, objectively. The car built for Homer has the best spawn in the game, and if you disagree with me, you are wrong.
I don't think... Has Zoton beat it yet?
No.
The amount of anger in your voice.
I run it in like... I beat it in like every run. And it's just... I even have my split named like best horn ever or something.
Zoton got 2 freebies this mission. That's nice. It's normal to go for the one at the police station. I haven't seen you normally get the one at the sit and rotate. That was nice. This mission is also one where you can crash the game. Oh. 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 You could also fail if you let Wiggum get too far away. I think he'll be alright at this point. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I was going to have to switch to Cape's audio otherwise.
This is just between me and you, random hand of you. I must admit, the smell of fresh air
Totally
is much more
worth.
appealing than the odor of the hot dog machine.
It's a really bad day.
So, Zoton's now on to the mission everybody failed when they played this game casually and had to skip.
The smiles on such behavior.
Unless that was just me.
No, I think I did too.
I got stuck on this mission and stopped playing the game for probably 2 years.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Welcome to the next, like, 10 minutes of this run. The trouble with this mission...
I apologise to everyone.
It's got to be done. Let me just look at the viewer count. Gradually going down.
Until it's just us.
Only true fans sit through an hour and 40 minutes of La Cucaracha. Yeah, the trouble with this mission is most missions, when you get the last pickup or when you destroy the car or when you've done your objective, the game gives you another chunk of time. It says, okay, here's 1 minute, drive here. This mission just gives you all the time at the start and says, okay, go ahead. Oh, you collected the last trash can? Who cares? Carry on. So you get kind of caught out as a casual. You don't know the best route. You massively run out of time.
And if you fall off, then you're just screwed.
If you fall off the monorail in a speed run, it costs time, but you can get back up. When you're a casual, yeah, you're dead. Cape's having a go at Baby Van. Not a bad start. He's wobbled around quite a lot.
Hurry up or my arranged bride will chastise me.
Beautiful parking from Zoton as well.
Whee! Fathering 8 children has really hurt my stamina.
He's having a really relatively nice Baby Van.
It wasn't horrendous, which at this point is pretty good for him.
I'd call that quite good. He didn't, just park himself on a wall and say, come on, hit me. Are we going to see inside of him? Oh, he turned the camera. Okay, so both of these runners are disqualified. But not letting us see the inside of Dr. Hibbert's face. Zoton, plenty of time left to drive back. Once you know where you're going, it's not a hard mission.
No. And some more old strats here from Zoton.
And we've got one of the more interesting missions in the game coming up next. Cape's not getting that first try at the Wasp. It's a finicky one, that Wasp. He's not going for a second try.
My store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving around today.
I don't think I know the reset that that's the quicker route. Oh yeah, Zoton's mission, once he gets there, he's got to destroy an armoured truck, which I think is the toughest vehicle in the game. It might as well be. But the game forces you to do it in the Little Bandit, which is not the toughest vehicle in the game. There are quick ways to do this, there are slow ways to do this, and there are blowing up your car ways to do this. And one of those three is something you don't want to do.
It's the quick way, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And the max power way, sorry.
That car belongs in the bargain bin.
Chicks love it when I do this.
Zoton's not going to get stuck.
He went too late.
Might get some good. No, he got unlucky with that. So you can get the truck stuck at the monorail entrance. He will keep slamming himself into the wall. You can leave him there. He will destroy himself, not instantly, but quite quickly. And I missed whatever Capes did. Having too much fun with armoured truck. Zoton's not having a bad truck, actually. He didn't get him stuck, which, you know, that's quite a tricky one to do. But to have this much damage at this point on the highway is definitely not bad. I'd be happy anyway. Let's hope he can. There we go. He's going for the backup wrench. Yeah. If you were watching the last race, you can blow up your car by hitting the armored truck. You don't want to do that. Having a bit of trouble finishing it off, but he shouldn't take too long now. He's pretty low on health.
Love it when I do this.
There we go.
Shut up and take it back to the hideout.
I'm getting a good chunk of extra coins by destroying some Quimby propaganda.
One side, Roadhog dude.
Come to Papa, random object.
Cape's getting quite a lot of coins on this mission.
Sweet acceleration.
Neat little escape from Zoton here.
There's an extra box in the corner that Zoton didn't get.
Oh, did he go to the other side? Yeah.
Your failure shames you. Yes, you.
One side has a box and a bin, and the other side just has a box, and Zoton didn't get that one.
Ah, okay.
Well, Mr. Buck.
No problemo.
Last minute hit and run for Zoton, but nothing. I don't know where the car spawned, but it didn't get him. It's fine. So, last mission of this level, another fairly hard one. Blow up another car in a weak car.
Eat asphalt eaters.
Because you didn't get enough of it last time. Yeah, this is much more sensible, but still.
Thing is,
basically, if you can blow them up early,
this car's a lot faster, so it's a lot more of a pain.
If you can blow them up here, then you win. If you can't blow him up here, he's quite hard to catch, and when you do catch him, you still don't do much damage. So that was really good from Zoton. He should be very happy with that. And he got the cutscene skip. There we go. So that cutscene skip is a bit different to the others. The others, you'll see them pausing and unpausing. This one, you can't do that, you just have to mash. And either you pause at the right time, or you don't pause and you watch 2-minute cutscene. With a very good end to Rapu. Cape's coming up to Armored Truck. Let's hope he was that something special.
Oh, this is too cool for school. Whoa, wicked.
Whoa, yeah, take that.
Whoa.
That totally wrong. Bogus.
Zoton, 500 coins. So at this point you want 600 coins. Or you want to have 600 coins at the end of this mission. So you can buy a nice fast car. Which you need to buy later anyway. I don't know whether Zoton will get the coins in Krusty Lou, or whether he will just not buy the car this early. We'll see.
Ain't no fair, dude. Are you even watching the road?
Capes. Oh no! Not having a nice armored truck. Okay, he's got out. And also Capes has got out.
Kicking a snake.
Right, that was so cool.
I think Zoton's going to carry on without buying the car. Or is he going to coin grind? No, he's going to carry on.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
Cape's got quite unlucky with that. Getting him stuck on the middle of that road is fairly special. It's,
The thing is, I've seen. Sadly, I wasn't recording when this happened. But along the central pillar, I once had the armored truck drive into it, drive along it, and kill itself.
Ah, that helps. Yeah, I mean, more often when I get him stuck there, he just doesn't move, and it's near impossible to get off.
Yeah, I totally rule.
But yeah, I suppose Capes was lucky that he did move. But...
So, as the thing in this mission that Zoton's doing now, and I have a mini heart attack every time I play or watch this mission.
So you're supposed to get out of your car and talk to the limo driver, who then drives off. You get back in your car and you race him. For some reason, the game lets you just drive into the limo.
Yeah, as long as Bart is in the right place, it doesn't matter if you're driving the car or not.
But when the car goes from just sitting there to being a car that has AI and is driving, sometimes you get launched off of it. And sometimes you get launched at max speed into the skybox or a wall or something and explode.
Yeah, you basically get. I call it the kiss of death, and you get left with 1 HP.
It's really not very common, but it happens.
It happens to me all the time.
Cape's moving on to Kyoto. I have a hard time beating Zoton there, I think.
Oh, mine!
That was a very good one. Zoton on a nice just follow Frink as he drives around in circles mission. Which is a chance to get a few extra coins, but not that many. There's not many coins sitting around this area.
It's 4 vending machines, I think, when I see it in this mission.
So for the most part, you're just trying to drive ahead of Frink, so the traffic's not there, keep him out of trouble. Capes not managing to get him stuck. Decent bit of damage, and that was a good hit. Yeah, he shouldn't have too much trouble finishing him off now. Just gotta get that last hit. There we go. That was a respectable curator. That was alright. It's better than most of mine. Let's see if he gets cutscene skip.
That's totally awesome.
He does. There we go. So, moving on to level level 6. And he's also a comparable amount of coins to Zoton coming into this level, so might opt for buying the car a bit later. And having bad luck with that parked car.
Professor Freak, no problemo. You got it. All right, that was so cool.
So Zoton moving on to Duff Truck. Another hit a car and pick up what it drops mission.
I just know I'm gonna be blamed for this.
One that you can get stuck and get very quickly, or you can get him stuck in a backup and get very quickly, or you can get him stuck in a different backup and get him very quickly, or he drives halfway across town and you lose a minute. There's a lot of opportunities to get this guy, but they do go by very quickly. So he's going to get him stuck in the doorway, and oh, he's missed it. There we go. So you can get him stuck just on that doorway that was there, on the garage door. And if you keep hitting him, he'll stay in there. You can get your 6 boxes. The problem with the Duff Truck as well is it's quite high ground clearance. You can just drive under it when you try and hit it. So he's not doing badly on getting those boxes, because you do have to hit him quite hard. But he's definitely not the way you'd want this to go. And the hit and run as well. Quite close. There we go. He's driving around to avoid the Popo. He should be alright at this point. There we go. Hit and run's gone.
Oh man, this sucks.
Yeah, I was wondering if Zoton will do this. If he get these coins now, then you don't have to worry about running out of time in the second half of set to kill.
Yeah.
My butt hurts.
Cape's also not getting Kiss of Death.
Safe and sound. That was totally awesome.
So there is time for him to make up if he gets a good duff.
You have to believe me.
They'll need to do a bit more than that, I think.
Principal Skip. Bart Simpson at your service. It's time for some road rage. Bart Simpson.
Capes is getting those coins now as well.
Fire in the hole.
Charlie Horse.
This is the earliest I've ever seen anyone get these coins, I'll be honest.
So can Zoton get him stuck? Another blow up car mission. Yes, he can. There we go. Touch and go for a minute. Get him stuck here, you just keep killing. Let the bloodlust fly.
I'll educate you a new one.
Time to lay some rubber down. Now sure to prove to Preston. And if he doesn't believe me now, I'll fry his butt.
He's now got enough coins to go and buy this car, which is good because he needs this car now. That was a very good Skinner. Yeah, and this Cape's just having a rest because there really is very little else to do in this mission. So some warping to the wrong mission.
Oh no!
Typically getting the one with a massive camera pan.
Fine by me. Jump to light speed.
It happens to everyone. This is the next mission that everyone failed when they played casually. It's the mission that's very tight for time. Even when you speedrun and you get confident dodging traffic, it's very tight for time. Zoton, again, flicking his camera back and forth to just try and despawn some of these people sitting on the squid ball. I mean, everyone gets squeaky voice team. He's standing right there. What else are you gonna do? No more sitting and waiting for Frank now. Just go straight to the end. And Zoton picks up the 20-second. So
I'm not
normally,
entirely sure if that was accidental or not.
I think he sort of landed near it and then just went, okay. Normally what we do is we save that 20-second one down here for last, because then the 50 seconds is just a little bit later to finish the mission. And it's just a little bit more safe for getting back.
It gives us enough time to get those beach coins as well, because that's when, well, I say you're quote unquote supposed to get them, but
that's when a lot of runners get them.
Yeah.
But Zoton's got plenty of time. Let's see if Capes can get a good duff truck. Having bad luck with the traffic though.
Perfection, thy name is Bart. It's Bart time.
Okay, Zoton's going around to pick up some extra coins. You only need to buy one more thing in the next level, and that costs 500 coins. So you really want to have at least 400, I guess, by the end of the level 6.
Yeah.
Children weren't meant to get this much exercise.
Capes had some, just slightly missed the duff truck and had bad luck trying to get it lined up.
Dad.
He's going to restart. There we go.
Crashing time.
No problemo.
Not necessarily the fastest thing to do, but
Oh, this is too cool.
getting those duff truck boxes once he gets away can really be quite painful to do.
Vengeance will be mine. Lousy run, karmic retribution.
Oh, that was so cool.
This race that Zoton's on, you're supposed to go the other way around town. Let's put it that way. Black limo goes down and drives through the squid bar. Zoton's driving the other way around town. You can do either. There's not much time in it. Okay, had a bit of bad luck. That first thing didn't drop.
I feel like this way's a lot safer.
Yeah, no, I think I agree.
There are a few, because there are fewer like sharp turns and things, so you just don't get screwed over.
Yeah. Oh, we've got another cutscene skip happening for Zoton. Ah, there we go. He's got it.
Got it.
Nailed it. All 3. No, hang on. He didn't get part 1. All 2. That was a fairly good recovery on Duff Truck, actually. Yeah, it's fairly good.
I know, board.
Best voice line in the game just happened. Oh, hang on, just happened on my stream. That's not lined up with the live stream. There we go.
Guess I'll have to use a hawk for a pillow now.
So this first mission.
I think maybe my favourite line in the game is the quote that Homer says after destroying Smithers.
I can't remember it.
That's what you get for expecting me to do the job for which I am paid.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Yeah, but you don't hear that in a speedrun. You just get my convertible. I just whack. That's all you hear. So Zoton needs about 15 more coins. Probably going to go round the back of the neighbour's house. Just pick up a box.
And Capes is actually doing this in the car built for Homer, which is something I haven't seen before.
I think it used to be the norm. Switch to the car built for Homer. I'm still tempted. It's it feels like a bit more of a reliable car. It's a brave hit. It's quite a good hit, but he does mean he didn't get stuck. But you can see he's racking up the damage.
Nothing lasts forever.
So Zoton now he's bought the zombie car, doesn't need to buy any more cars or any more clothes. He doesn't need any coins. So it's almost quite cathartic when you get to this point in the run that you can just drive, you can just focus on doing the missions. You're not trying to get boxes and wasps and whatever.
Yeah, this now just becomes drive there, drive back, drive there, drive back.
But the other nice thing is that if you get busted, sure, you lose a few seconds, but you don't lose, you know, it doesn't matter that you lose coins. You just lose the actual time they hit you. So it's not uncommon to see people just let the police bust them, so they're not going to get in the way of other cars or hit you and make you drop waste.
The last missions where the police can blow up the waste very easily.
Capes doesn't want to get busted here. That's he's very low on coins. He's going to have to do some work to make up for that.
It's crashing time.
But this mission he's on, set to kill, is so easy to get busted. You drive at full speed through the squid port, you're going to hit people, and then you've got hardly any room to maneuver, so, you know, everyone gets busted on that mission. So Zoton's on the first autopsy. The last few missions are all like this. If he goes in third person, we'll see he's carrying a barrel of nuclear waste. If he drives into something too fast, he will drop the barrel of nuclear waste and he has to go back and get another one. So he has got to drive to where he's got to go within the time limit without crashing. And he's very lucky the police didn't blow it up there.
Tickling my feet. Generic villain.
He's doing some good dodging. So there are 4 of these missions out of the 7 in this level. And ideally you would jump straight into the tractor beam, but you know, as long as you don't crash into the wall and explode at the last minute. Okay, Capes is doing some coin grinding strats.
I'll be perfectly honest, I saw Zoton destroy the wasp and thought he'd blown out the waste.
Let's do this thing.
So Capes is, I guess, abusing a fact that you've got to kick a box 3 times to destroy it. If you kick it twice, it's fine, you get the coins. And then you can walk to a mission, go back, and it's reset itself, and you can kick it again. So he's gone through once, got a whole bunch of coins, and gone through again and cleaned up. And yeah, he did need to pick up those coins. So, Zoton on the last normal mission of the game.
Where am I gonna put
Just
it?
drive.
Coming through.
Cape's also opting to go round the other side of town for the race. Again, probably a bit safer. And a negligible amount of time difference. Coping pretty well with the platforming so far.
Must never run.
So it's not difficult to fall off these girders. Zoton makes it look easy. There we go. Apart from a butt stomp and a kick, for good measure.
Piece of cake.
Oh, I didn't see, but I guess Cape's got the cutscene skip.
I would I'd be very surprised if he didn't, based on how.
Otherwise, he put the game on fast forward.
Yeah.
Turn your controller onto turbo mode. It works like that. So, that'll, even if he's not going to catch up, that'll help my mood at least. So we'll see how he is for coins. 292. So he needs 208 more coins in this mission. So he's going to have to go and find a few more, I think, afterwards.
Oh, I wanted a peanut. Come on, suckers! Watch it, I almost spilled my sundae.
Zoton driving pretty smoothly through all this. He's taking it fairly carefully, but not too carefully. He's still got to go fast. So Cape's parking here, get a few coins. He's going to have to go to Wigham's Garden as well. This wasp, you really don't want to have to get this one, because it always does this. It's
totally not supposed to.
If you need this wasp, you've probably been busted at least once or twice. And then to have that wasp fly away and just taunt you, yeah, it's not nice. He only needs a box or so. Yeah, getting these two, he'll have plenty of coins.
No.
Looks harder than it is.
Hey, that's totally not supposed to happen. This town is going to pay for this.
There we go. So Capes doesn't need to worry about coin route anymore. He can get busted however much he likes. Just needs to focus on the driving.
Learn to drive, dumbass.
And Zoton, just 2 more autotopsies. Drive there, drive back, and do it again. Also don't crash.
I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer.
This town is going to pay for this. Hey, that's totally not supposed to happen. I've really got to learn.
Zoton is getting very lucky with his waist. There are so many times I thought he would trip. He just slows down.
That traffic car just saved him.
Yeah, it really did. To take the bust doesn't cost you anything. Cape's doing the same, just let himself get busted. No? No, let him get busted. He might need a That was really unlucky. He was, I think, hoping to get busted by the first police car. Then he could just carry on. First police car did a whopping great bit of damage. And knocked him back, so that the second police car still had time to hit him. And, yeah. That was not something I would have seen coming.
Where'd you get that? Sweet. Look where you're going, you idiot! Lousy Missourians! Last time I vote to allow a new state, eat my dust eater!
Zoton on the last mission forces you to use Grandpa's rocket jeep. It's a crazy car. It can take a while to get used to. You should be fine. And an immediate hit and run.
Yeah, that happens a lot in this mission.
That,
just
yeah.
hit and run straight away.
I mean, this car is so fast that it's not worth slowing down to dodge things. And you rack up hit and runs so quickly in this level. Everything is worth more hit and run meter.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it builds up a lot quicker as you go through the game.
Oh, I always thought it was just they put more things
more
that you
stuff.
could hit, rather than things actually increase it more.
One of us is lying. Not sure which. I think it does just add more meter.
I do know that as the game goes on, it decreases slower.
Yeah. Yeah, so this hit and run has lasted ages.
I haven't heard this part of the song since I looked up the soundtrack.
That was a really nice jump though. There we go. Hit and runs can only last so long. So even though he still had some meter on the bar, let's let him go. Get a safety reset of his car. All he's got to do now is get to the school without dropping. Oh, Capes, while I've been watching Zoton, has got through Autopsy 1. Seemingly without any real...
And as Nostalgia can testify to, the waste actually counts, because you pick it up rather than just like stick it in your inventory. It actually counts as a physical object, so if you pick it up, you get hit and run from it.
Also, Zoton managing to blow up both police cars in the
There we go. We
in the
have a
tractor
winner.
beam. So yeah, well done. Zoton wins.
Black car again. Ooh, it has the speed of a sub boss combined with the tenacity of a level boss.
That was a really fairly clean run from Zoton. Not perfect on some of them, but really quite good.
Learn to drive, dumbass. Another one.
Fairly clean. I'm sorry.
Generic villain. Eat my dust.
I mean, no harm in Capes taking the bus there.
That was easy as pie. Eggs over easy.
Just got to watch some good platforming. Zoton interview when? I mean, do we pull Zoton in now?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, Zoton, jump in. When he can. Oh, alright. I suppose he has a choice as well. It's safely up the platforming. It's harder than it looks, it really is. Unless you watch me, in which case it's much easier than it looks.
I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
So, 3 autopsies to go.
Oh.
And he's... I absolutely relate to what he's doing there. You want to just pick up the box and go straight away, and it's further back than it looks.
Yeah, at least he didn't do what I have done more than once, which is just drive, which is go.
Yeah.
And just get in the car and just not pick up the waste of time.
He immediately spotted he didn't have it. He's just gotta, at this point, drive a little carefully and.
Hello.
Hello, Zoton.
Am I alright being in here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You can hear me. So I had no mic set up for that run, so I just had to set my mic up.
You're live on Channel 4. Please do not swear.
Channel 4. Heck.
So, how did you feel during your run? Is that what I'm supposed to ask?
What are you supposed to ask? What was the best parts of this? Okay, I know some of it is still going, so I should probably put that in the stream after. So
just call me
Homer. Yeah, this. Anyway, what was I going to say? Failing the nerd race. What's that called again? I had no clue about names.
Fox Nerduli.
Yeah, that was good, right?
That was good. It's not. I mean, yeah, people fail it.
The bit where I did Clueless was great, and then Millhouse fell off the side of the cliff. That was also good. The bit where I nearly lost Wiggum in that mission where you follow him in the Pooh's level that I can't remember the name of.
Oh yeah, that was close.
I thought I'd failed. I looked over and then I looked back and I crashed into a car. So I mean, that's kind of my fault because I think I wasn't paying enough attention. But yeah, I was kind of annoyed that I think that you can't see it, but like the chancing of me PBing is like ridiculously like. There's quite a lot of chance of me PBing. Like I was plus 50 seconds on Clueless, right? But then on the Cola Wars I was minus 1 minute.
Yeah,
that was a gold
someone
somehow.
said you were.
And then Never Trusted the Snake was minus 34, and then Quick Cash was plus 24. And then it kind of didn't go back down after Quick Cash, unfortunately. I know it went down a little bit, but then Septic Kill took it up for some reason. Why would Septic? I guess because I had to. I guess because I bought the car, probably. And Kang and Kodos Strike Back is completely like really badly read because I had to get the extra point.
Yeah.
Homer 2 was fine. Rigger Motors was plus 121, and I finished Alien Autopsy through with a plus 140. So nothing really bad in that level.
Good.
Although there's still a couple of bits where I got busted and hit and run.
Well, yeah.
This town is going to pay for this.
Were you watching? Did you like have the stream on in the background or something, or were you just doing your own run?
I had it on my phone.
Ah, okay.
So I kind of saw what was going on. I heard someone be like, "Is he going for the Smithers strat in Homer 1? He's missed it," and I'm like, "I wasn't going for it."
It's hard, alright?
Also, what was all this thing about getting 2 freebies before you main menu warp? Because I clearly got 3 on level 1.
Yeah, I lied. You get 3 on 1. But you can get
good. I thought maybe I just...
Yeah, you've been caught hacking.
Cheating, yeah. So I don't have to main menu warp.
Alsatha says, who is Zoton up against next?
Who am I up against?
I think you're up against Nostalgia, yeah.
How good is he? I forget.
He's rubbish, don't worry.
Is he as good as...
He did get a PB in his last round. He got 2-second PB.
What is his
He
PB?
used just some random Super Mario Galaxy run. It's fine. He won't have any problems.
Where'd you get that?
That should be quite a good race as well, I think. I can't remember where your PB is set. Let me Google it.
I don't usually see this much of the credits. I'm seeing some interesting stuff in the credits.
Nostalgia is... Its PB is about 6 minutes ahead of yours.
6 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh! I'm screwed.
It might be tough.
Well, if it's any consolation, that's basically the difference I had, and I lost quite handedly, quite convincingly.
Look where you're going, you idiot! How about them
I just scrolled up
There's
the
just some
credits.
good ghost car going on here. Or ghost boats. Cape's just not bothering to move out of the way and push it.
Please come back, I'm so lonely. Back in my day, we called sandwiches flat Freddy. They cost 4 million carbs a bite. I'll tear you a new corn shoot. Get out of my way! Every minute might be my last!
The important thing is I'm not imagining these guys.
Ooh, did I do something wrong?
Oh, come on. Ooh, my brakes are tickling my
It's
feet.
just... He's dodging this hit and run pretty well. And there we go, he's outrun it.
Move it or lose it!
And he's beeping in time to the music. So... You know,
They'll never take me alive!
that's how you know you're doing well.
There's one thing I want to say, Zoton.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for noticing about honking in level 5.
Yeah, I heard, oh, he's not honking, so I immediately started honking my horn. I know someone's going to be pleased I was honking, but then changed their mind and said it was the worst idea ever.
That was definitely me. So I
someone
wanted
else in
it,
chat.
and then
Someone
until
else
you
in
started
chat.
doing it, I was like, okay, I immediately regret everything.
Someone else in chat really wanted it. And then regretted their decision immediately and started overdoing it.
God darn it!
There we go, he's finishing up.
Retribution.
Here we go.
Don't blow it up now. He's taking it nice and safe.
That adrenaline made me feel alive again!
I don't know what else to
Amazing.
say. If there's anything anyone in chat wants to ask me about that brilliant run, flawless, can't be any better, then feel free to ask. This GIF is of the end of my ESA Winter 2018 run of this game, where someone sneakily put a baguette on the couch behind me.
Wait,
That's
why is...
great.
Simpsons has stopped working. What?
He finished and then what? Forcibly made his game crash?
So I'm just seeing if Capes is coming into the
If he wants to, he can.
into the voice. Yeah, there we go. He's got the link. He's setting his mic up. So if you have any
I'm going to
questions,
show some bonus footage while I'm wait. Again. I don't know if the stream can still hear my audio.
no, it's
Unless you move it.
It doesn't have an echo or anything, so it's literally game audio and that's it.
yeah, no,
I
there's no audio at the moment. I don't know whether it'll go back to music. Or maybe there is audio and I can't hear it.
Okay. So who's Bart married to? That's a good question. Who does anyone know who Bart is married to?
Actually, Bart is 10 years old and legally can. Checkmate.
What did you say? It cut out for me.
Heyo.
Legally
Hey,
cannot be
Capes.
married, I assume. Hello,
Oh
Kate.
man, another amazing run.
What's your
Phew.
final time without loads? Because it's not on screen anymore.
Probably like 158. I usually have like a minute or two of loads. Do you need like the exact time written down? Because that time is gone, man.
No.
I
just
think we
assume
do, don't we? But we can get it from the stream.
Do we?
I think we need it for the challenge.
Oh wait, yeah, I have the race timer 158.17.
Well, it's not loadless though, is it? I don't know which one we actually need. Can Zoton co-commentate with the baguette?
Yes.
Sure.
It's right here now.
I see Zoton got a good time. That's pretty nice.
It wasn't
Yeah,
PB,
At least
but-
one of us. At least one of us wasn't like doing horribly the whole time.
I mean, it was really close.
We were
through
neck and neck until
the
somewhere on level
apocalypse
3.
at Marge.
it was
happened.
level 4. It was Marge. It was the beginning
Yeah.
of Marge where you kept. I think right.
To be fair, like at least 2 or 3 of those mission fails were 100% me being an idiot and dicking around. And I was like, well, I deserve that. And then from there, it was all like downhill. And I was like, well, time to at least.
It looked like a
try to
hard
make
run to
it.
finish.
But I was like, well, I gotta do it. I don't
Did I
care if
fail anything else? There's some points where I felt like quitting, but no, actually, I don't think there was actually.
I don't think
No.
you failed any missions apart
think
from
it was-
that race, but
I got busted somewhere in level 2 as well.
So damn, was I just going for like a whole like 10 minutes after he finished? Almost.
roughly a
looks
bit
like.
less, yeah.
What? Yeah, who's Capes against?
Capes is against whoever nostalgia. Yeah, Gady, that's the one.
Gady. Okay. Cool.
Gaddy,
I'm
I don't
Capes.
Gaddy.
Alright.
Can I point out my girlfriend doesn't even have to do her race because someone dropped out.
know. She
So
won.
she immediately wins. So she technically did better than me. She didn't do anything and she won. God damn. So I don't know who she's against.
Alright, I guess we should wrap up.
Probably
Yeah,
should.
Any last words?
I'm just glad I didn't drop the waist.
I'm not.
Wait, did
Hopefully
I?
I-
Once?
oh.
No, I don't think you did.
No,
All
you
right.
skillfully avoided dropping the waist on many occasions, and you provided us with some great entertainment with kicking almost everyone you encountered.
Oh, thank God.
You got a great
Like,
kick.
that's all I have left. If I really wanted to drag it on, I would have done the dumb glitch on Autopsy 1 where you give the traffic car the waist and then there's like a million traffic cars and they all have the waist on them, but I was like, no, we're going on for too long.
I have never seen that glitch.
Oh, it is
don't know
the
if you-
best. It is one of the best glitches in the game. Just get a traffic car on Autopsy 1, go to the barrel, get out of the traffic car, go in your normal car, and every single traffic car in the level that is that traffic car will have the waist. And then you can pick
Nice.
it up and drive that into the UFO, so you don't have to worry about waist drops. Although it loses so much time.
I'll try that in my race tomorrow.
Yeah, just for kicks.
There's only one other thing I'll say is I tried to get the at the end of the run there. I tried to get the human cookbook, but unfortunately I didn't figure out how to get up the ladder because I'm bad.
It's tough.
It's a
Yeah,
tough school children's play thing. I can't remember what it's called anymore. But yeah,
the jungle gym?
no, the slide, the steps
Oh.
on the slide. It's on top of the slide.
Stairs? Ladder?
The ladder. There we go. We figured it out. Good job. Anyway, yeah, probably
Alright.
should wrap up. I don't know what's on this channel next.
I dunno.
For anyone watching, that was legit like the worst run I've had in a very long time. I've had randomizer races that were shorter than this. Very
That's
recently
worrying.
too. I had a 201 with randomizer like not that long ago. But whatever. All right, so is that the end of this?
That's the end of this. Make sure
All
everyone
right.
tunes in for the next race,
See y'all.
Which is
which is
Mango
me
versus someone else.
versus Paddy. Yeah.
How
But yeah. Thank you everyone for watching.
See you around.
See you later.